here. You got it. You got it. Is what it is. Swagger, cold as a stranger from Pennsylvania, chillin' in the W where they live bangers, throwing up them frames, showing that I'm living, already acting like I'm worth 20 million. See, I'm shaking off these haters like snow from my boots, champagne bottles, all white suits, show up out of town in an all white juice, feeling like the shit cause it's all right too. Government scandal put the state on trial. Being judges are the criminals now. The whole judicial branch is a fucking cash cow, so they don't have to take me out before I say the wrong thing. This is Mad City. This is our town. If we in it for a penny, then we in it for a pound. You trolling online like a bunch of gangsters. Meet us at the Coliseum, we'll entertain you. It's life with my feet up. Fuck some new sneakers. I rule my own power. Julius Caesar, hero, recent third dimension. The crew that I fuck with. Stop trying to hide, fool. Let's do this in public. Yeah. You know what it is. You know it's time to get started. Multiple choice Monday. We in October, y'all. Shout out to my brother Latif. I gotta give him his props for this hot track. I can't wait to walk up into Greedy's, Temptations, and Arlington. I can't wait to walk up in these spots, man, to ass song. Forgive me for using that French, but it is what it is. I'm excited about this reality TV show kicking off the weekend following Halloween. Party bussing, special guesting, radio personalities. Shout out to P Kills and Jazz Rika. I haven't said it right the whole time, but she's going on over there. 97, all about 104. Shout out to the morning crew there. Um, just the whole DFW is slamming. This fall, this holiday season is going down. Trust and believe. Shout out to the State Fair. I went to the Classic, man. I had a ball. Um, it's going down, y'all. Making history, right? That's what you're supposed to do with your life. Make history. Why not? Why not you? Why not now? Um, if you've been down for so long, it's time to stand up. Let Taibu Muad'Dib show you the way. I will shame someone possibly tonight. It's going down. So, my loving Shay Houston, she had a segment that made me think. What's going on, Inga? Please join us in the studio tonight. Your commentary will be desperately needed because I'm about to run amok. The bottom line is, so Shay had a segment on there where it was like, oh, Halle Berry, Beyonce, all these beautiful, rich sisters getting cheated on, right? If y'all watched Housewives like I did, yes, I watched Man Housewives. You know that Cordell left old girl alone. She was fine. Left her hanging, right? She was hurt. It's crazy. So, when women are getting left and they're beautiful and bold and they have money, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on, people. It's called load testing. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm making this up to help a lot of you out because many of you are getting this wrong. See, many of you are dating at or below your station, but your eye load quality wants more. Oh, yeah. So I had to break this down, right? Eye load. That means how much is good enough, right, for your eyes to take in. Load. Think of a load, right? So if you're the kind of person that goes, what's going on, most authentic? Thank you for joining us. If you want to come on the virtual studio over here on YouTube, you're welcome. I'll send you the link. Just inbox me or leave a comment right there. Multiple choice Monday. I'll get to the question, people. Just give me a second. I have to break down the eye load quality test. If you're dating somebody beneath your eye load, I'm telling you right now, the relationship's not going to last, especially not in the DFW. Oh, no. It's very competitive out here. Beauty is a big deal in the DFW. Shay Houston out there on Instagram. Let me tell y'all something. Me personally, I only date attractive women because I know that my load, I see right. You know what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, if you are dating somebody who doesn't feel your eye load test, then that means you're always going to be unhappy with what you got. And that's a recipe for disaster. So the multiple choice question has a lot to do with how you see the person that you're with or you're dating or you're seeing. This is going to help a lot of women out who feel like guys just have wandering eyes, right? Because a lot of women are insecure about the man that they're seeing because they don't feel like they meet their own standards. So every time you're in a room, fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about, with an attractive woman or okay plain woman, but she treats you good, so you rock with her. But every time you're in a room or in a bar or in a hookah lounge or at the cigar club with and a beautiful, a bad mother, and or a gorgeous or an exquisite walks into the room, the woman, she's like on you like a hawk. She's on you. You feel the pressure. Like, should you look? Should you not look? Do you casually look? Is it going to cause a problem? Oh, you want to be with her? Go be with her. You know what I'm talking about. So please don't date beneath your eye load quality. That's the bottom line. Just want to reach out to some of y'all trying to let it on right now. I got to do this during my show. I apologize for looking down, looking away from you. Y'all have my direct attention. I just have to get some things done, right? So here we go. When it comes to the eye load test, what's your preference? Exquisite is number one on the list. Y'all know it doesn't need to be said anything else. If she's exquisite, y'all know what I mean. The next one is drop dead gorgeous. The next one is a bad mfer. Y'all know what I'm saying. The next one is she's fine. She's attractive on down the list. Okay or plain. The next one down is needs a little help. Y'all know what I'm saying. Fix her upper. Now after that, she just busted. The very last at the bottom of the list is butterball ugly, but ugly. Y'all know them folks. The problem comes in when a butt ugly chick has a bad MF for body. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or for the females, the problem comes in when you dealing with a guy that's clearly overweight and you're not into chunky dad body type dudes, but he has a fat wallet or you think he has some nice eyes. You basically put something in there to make it okay to date chunky dude. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really turn you on. He takes off his clothes. You're like, ugh. But you find a reason to rock with him because he's nice to you, right? And he spins on you. Now, I'm not just saying that to be prejudiced against guys that aren't in shape like me. But for the guys that's buying chicks and they chunky and they fat and whatever, whatnot, women have the right, especially these bad MFers, they have the right to tip out on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They have a right to get bust down the way they want to get bust down. You know what I'm saying? If you believe, ladies, that it's all good, like you're cool with what you got, and he's a big old round butterball, you know what I'm saying, sponge body dude, I'm telling you right now, dump that zero and get with a hero. fellas, you gotta stop wifing up chicks that don't meet your eye low quality test. In clothes, look, this is the tough part, lady. Y'all make it tough for fellas. In clothes, right? Uh, a woman that's okay and plain, she can put herself up into the fine category if she know how to dress her body. Face might not need no help, but if she knows how to dress her body, she can go up from. You can go up to. You can go up to. But the problem with a chick that goes up to, or even a dude that goes up to, is in the morning that they might be down to. You know what I'm saying? You think this person's attractive, but really they need a little help, and you don't find it out till the morning. Okay, so why is this important, right? So multiple choice Monday. So you see a person, right? And I'm I'm to the point where like I'm asking folks, I'm really asking them, I want to know the deal. When you look at the post for this broadcast, it's like, what's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? What's the best way? I want y'all to come on the show tonight. Don't be shy tonight. Leave your comments. What's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? Let's just assume that none of you watching this show now or are going to watch this show is dating somebody that meets your eye load quality. Let's just assume that. Let's assume that you're one or two rankings below where your eyes would be full. Now I know I'm genius with this. When I say your eyes are full, I'm saying if I'm dating a gorgeous woman and another gorgeous woman walks into the room, I'm not tempted. Not at all. But if I'm dating a woman that's okay or plain or attractive, in the middle range, and a bad mfer walks in the room, I'm tempted all day. I'm tempted all day. She's gonna stay on my mind. See, with women is different, right? Because women had to not be so much attracted by a man's attraction. It's either his money or the connection she feels to him. Oh yeah. So a guy can be a work husband, a guy can be somebody she knows at church, a guy can just be somebody she bumps into at a grocery store and they have a conversation. Oh, I know so and so too. The conversation can happen organically. And he looks nothing like what your man looks like, ladies. He's not even this, come anywhere close to putting it down like fam. But you have a connection. A connection just jumps out there. And women, y'all think y'all slick. So what do you? So for y'all, the eye load quality test, it's not so much a big deal for y'all. It's not so much a big deal for y'all. Very few women are tempted to leave their man or stray on their man simply because they come across a guy who better fits or fills up their eye load. Women are dating. Look, I would say 67.9% of you ladies out there watching this show, watching this broadcast, or will watch this broadcast right now, you're going to bed next to a man, or you're calling out, you're texting, you're laying it down, you're cuffed up by a man that doesn't meet your eye load quality. Y'all are settling out there a lot. That's where y'all frustration is at. I'm not going to even graft into this conversation that women are too easy these days. I'm just going to leave it at y'all just settling. Y'all aren't going for the guy that meets your eye load quality. I would say a big reason is because many of you don't want the competition. All right? Don't want the competition. That's what it comes down to. All right? That's the bottom line. As I continue to reach out to people, and get folks off into the studio live. Just want y'all to know this is an important topic. When I say I'm trying to help folks come out of a mess, and this whole week long, I'm gonna deal with this. All right, I'm gonna deal with this. All right, this new year, I want everybody to assess their situation, their dating situation. Don't go into 2023 without making your mess your home for relationship issues and topics. Mike Demore, what's going on? If you're over on Instagram and Facebook, I know I'm live on YouTube. That's my platform. That's what I'm building up. Subscribe, Taibu Muad'Dib. Show me some love. Check out the episodes. I'm going on 150 episodes, y'all, on this podcast. Thank you very much. It's a big deal. Tonight, the question is, when you look at the ILO test, the ratings are exquisite, gorgeous, bad MFer, coming on down. She's fine, attractive, okay slash plain, then needs help, busted, and but ugly. That's what I've come up with. And in truth, that's really all it is. Fellas, this is where it gets dicey. I get to go in on the men this week. I know, ladies, y'all like, finally, leave us alone. I get to go in on the men this week. And women, I want you to listen up. Listen up, ladies. All right. If you ask the guy that you're with if you meet his eye low quality, and you give him this list of where I just broke down for you, all right, I'm gonna put it in the comment section just so y'all know what it is. I don't have my keyboard. Y'all over here, y'all hit over here. Um, but I'm gonna type it in over here so y'all can get a piece of that. So exquisite. Hell, we know that there are exquisite people out there, right? But not many of us are dating them. Not many of them are actually dating these days, to be honest with you. The exquisite folks, they're pretty much, into poly, or what I'm saying, they're into being single, independent, just doing them. The exquisite folks aren't really getting husband or wifed up. They're keeping themselves separate from all that nonsense because they don't understand their own eye low quality. Where do you go? Where do you go at that? You always, when you're exquisite, you're always looking down at folks. Like, how do you find another exquisite person to date? So it's tough to be exquisite out there. Trust me, I know. I'm the sexiest man in Dallas. Trust me, I know. But so people who have exquisite looks have to base being in a relationship on other things than how the person they're with. They have to deal with the fact that their eye low quality might not never really be filled because it's very hard to match an exquisite person with an exquisite person. It's very hard to match that because most of us exquisite people, we're just narcissistic. Call it what it is. Uh, but fellas, y'all got to stop dating chicks and making chicks fall in love with you that don't meet your eye low quality. And I'm telling you, it's heartbreaking, right? Because then y'all not even honest with them. Y'all not honest with the women that y'all breaking up with. For real. Sorry, y'all. All right. Now I got that taken care of. Okay. So eye low quality. It's tough. I know I have friends who were married and they were, wifey at home and they're out running around with chicks that meet their eye low quality. I just it's to be said. So the multiple choice question is, how do you upgrade? What's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? A, be in a relationship and use that as a springboard up. B, holler at persons of interest much higher than whom you normally attract. So if you like airplane, holler at bad MFers and up. Um, C, boss up your level of material wealth, which never hurt. Just makes sense because you know people who are really attractive expect to be taken care of. That's just how the world is these days. D, none of the above. As long as they treat you right, you're willing to stay in your lane and even go lower in the rankings if necessary to find that special someone. So, with that being said, who are we going to get on here tonight to talk about the eye load quality test? And don't come on the show and shame yourselves now. Trust me, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Taibu Muaddi right here. Eye load quality. What's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? You're not happy with who you're with. You want to be with somebody that fills your eyes up. Like, y'all know what I mean. Like, you know, ladies and fellas alike, you look at that person and that's all you see. They fill up your eyes. The curves for ladies is the shoulders or whatever, the back, the package, I guess y'all be talking about. But the bottom line is, what fills your eyes up? Is it the beard, the goatee, is the bald head? What fills the locks, the long hair? What fills your eyes up? Right? I don't want any of you to go into 2023 dating someone that doesn't meet your eye load test. So, fellas, be honest with these women. The late great Kevin Samuels talked about age when it came to women. He was kind of mean about it, but I just want to be fair and say that ladies have a shorter shelf life when they dating. Shout out to Aunt Liz over here on Instagram. Ladies just have a shorter shelf life when dating than men. Much shorter. Much shorter. Ladies, the problem with our generation is, I would say my generation was, when the parents started splitting rather than staying together for the children, people forgot to tell young sisters that they controlled the power of the universe right in between their legs. Right in between sisters, young sisters out there, that you got the power of the grade school masters of the universe between your legs. So they forgot to tell young sisters this. So they shoveling it out. They giving it away like it's a flood. Like they gotta, you know what I'm saying? Shovel it out the boat. The boat's flooding. They got, right? Somebody forgot to tell them that that they give birth to the creme de la creme of human beings on the planet. The first mother on the planet was a sister. So I mean, and that's scientific and biblical. So what we're dealing with now is they giving all that virtue away. So now the fellas is sitting back like, I can date a woman that's below my eye low quality because she's happy to have me because I'm a bad MFer or I'm fine. And then I can springboard off of that I can holler at fine and bad MFers because, and even gorgeous and exquisite women, because I'm with somebody, so I can springboard that because they know somebody wants me, right? And that's always attractive to women for some reason. Women always want a man that a man that has a woman, right? So then also, like, it's like, but it's a stepping stone scenario because, like, you just there for a reason. You're not there because he loves you, wants to marry you. You just there to wash his clothes, pay bills with him, or maybe even pay his bills. Who knows what the arrangement is? But I'm telling you right now, ladies, I'm y'all out. Know what his eye load quality is. Know what it is. A couple different ways you can get through this. That's why I have multiple choice Monday with the question to make y'all think, right? That's why podcast is unique and original. It's not just a shame bag. And I got my cousin Byron working on how we can get these shame bags out there for y'all. So y'all can start shame too. Y'all can come on the show. Y'all can pull the bag out. If y'all feel like I'm making a fool of myself, y'all can shame me too. It's going to be a lot of fun. When I do the live shows, I'll definitely have like many, the shame bags available. Folks can grab those up and they can, we can go crazy with that. It'll be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So look for that. But I'm telling you right now, ladies, know what your man's eye load quality is. Know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you in jeopardy of losing that guy to someone that just simply looks better than you. Just for that reason. Now, if y'all didn't see my first 100 episodes, go back and check them out on Instagram or on Facebook, where I used to podcast exclusively. I did a show on men are attracted to skanky women. I did that show. If y'all miss it, go back and check it out. This was all building up to the eye load test for you ladies. Now, fellas, if she asks you if she meets your eye load quality, this is the time for us to start healing our sisters and being honest with them about what the deal is. If you don't like stretch marks, tell her no, you don't because you have stretch marks. If she's over your weight limit, tell her no, you don't because you're over the weight limit. Right? This is opportunity for you to, no matter what it costs you. I don't care if y'all don't want to watch the show when I'm saying these things or not, but I have to be 100. I go hard on the sisters. I tell them I'm for them, so I'm hard on them, fellas. As the leaders in the village, in the tribe, in the community, as the leaders, I'm telling you right now, you can do the culture a huge service by start being honest with yourselves about who you date based on the eye load test. Because fellas, ladies, they not holding us to visual standards. Provision has nothing to do with your purity or your attractiveness. Women are clutching at whatever man that they can get that's gonna wants to spend time with them. That's how bad it is. Women are just throwing themselves at any guy that wants to hang out with them or spend time with them. My man came on the show and said women have orbiters. It's a lot of, and these orbiters, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've gone through a thing about orbiters that my girlfriend deals with. I've gone through a thing about that. This eye low quality episode kind of really is healing for me because, in my opinion, as the sexiest man in Dallas, like I don't really feel like any of the orbiters that she, has in her circle or personal circle, like have anything on me looks wise. That's how I know what I'm saying is true. Women are looking for a connection. They don't really care what the guy looks like. You know what I'm saying? Women these days are easy. They're not discriminative. They just want any guy that shows them any kind of special attention. So really, fellas, we're winning out here. If you show a woman some attention, any attention at all, she wants to rock with you. She's going to give you her ear. She's going to hang out with you. That's where it's at. Okay. I'm just being 100 with you. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna run through these and I'm gonna get to it. But this is my show. I personal on my show just to let y'all know it's 100. Like I'm not talking about stuff that's not happening to me too. It is. The rankings for the eye load test are at the top, exquisite. Next, underneath that, drop dead gorgeous. Underneath that, a bad MFer. Underneath that, she's fine or he's fine. 5, attractive. And then it goes down from there. Okay and plain. Underneath that is needs help. Underneath that is busted. Underneath that, at the bottom of the barrel, is butt ugly. All right. Got my man Fox in here, my cousin man. Shout out to the 412. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna bring him on. I'm gonna go down the
Got my
list
man Fox in here, my
and break it
cousin
out.
man. Shout out
Go
to
ahead and cut your
got my man
microphone
Fox
out
here,
real
my
quick.
cousin
You're getting
man.
a little echo right there. I'm gonna mute his mic. Got a little echo coming in. All right. So what's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? I'm just gonna keep it real. 85.9% of the guys out there married or in a committed relationship are with a woman that's below his eye low quality. 85.9%. Taibu Muad'Dib, where you get these numbers from? Cuz I'm a guy and I know that men appreciate exquisiteness in a woman. They appreciate what it takes for her to keep her body like that. It's not about youth, ladies, because there are some exquisite 40 something and 50 somethings, especially in the DFW. Trust me and believe there is. All right. But men appreciate good looking women. But they might be insecure or they might be in a bad way or whatever the case may be. They jumping on women that might not meet their eye low quality, but that meet their ideal of what a woman or a wife should be or a girlfriend should be. Also, especially these days, with women being as easy as you are, ladies, they don't want to go through the process of knowing that they're with somebody that's exquisite or gorgeous or whatever, and everybody's trying to get at them, but they're easy. So that's what it comes down to. Like a lot of guys just don't want the headache of dealing with a woman that's fine and above. If she's fine, she's getting looks by every guy she walks past. So above that, a bad MF or drop dead gorgeous, and exquisite. Every woman above fine gets looked at by every guy in the room. Fine and above. So if you dating a woman that's attractive, people might look, they gonna give her a glance and just because y'all walk into the room. But the women that are fine and above, they get that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, ladies, if he's cheating, if he's moving around, trust and believe you just simply don't meet his eye low quality. Finding that out. And if you don't meet his eye low quality and he's honest with you about that, ask him like, okay, well, why are you with me then? Now, if he shoots it to you like, man, look, I've dated a couple of women who were gorgeous or bad MFers, and they wasn't holding it down. They were too friendly with other men. They cheated, or I couldn't trust them. That's the bottom line. So that's what's going on out there right now. I'm just shooting it to y'all real. If I go through these and I ask myself, Taibu, what's the best way to upgrade through the rankings? Be in a relationship and use that as a springboard up. Holler at people much higher than who you normally attract. Boss yourself up and get your level of material wealth together to where you're attractive to all different types and kinds, or none of the above. As long as they treat you right, you're willing to stay in your lane and even go lower in rankings if necessary to find a special someone. As usual, I'll start with A, but I'll throw it out there to you, cousin Fred. What do you think about this topic tonight?
Yo, I think a lot of that is I know I never even consider none of that. You know, that's kind of like, you know, uh, in a sense, not giving anybody credit to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like these females, you know.
You saying I'm shallow, cuz my cousin's calling me shallow. He ain't never even thought he been married 23 years. He calling me, he gonna hop on my show and call me shallow. So
he said what he said.
Since he's never considered the eye low quality, he's on shame alert. Don't shame yourself this early in the show.
Yeah.
I told you we need to have this back between us, cuz I'm just so what you saying to me, Your Honor, can I treat the witness like a hostile witness? So you mean to tell me on the rankings, the top being exquisite, if an exquisite woman walks into the room, you mean to tell me that your wife ain't clutching you like a European woman with your purse if one of us walk by? Keep it 100. Somebody gotta keep it 100 with me.
No. I mean, of course you're gonna feel uncomfortable, period.
You or your wife?
But
somebody makes you uncomfortable.
Like, yeah, because your eyes, you can recognize beauty.
Would you look?
Beauty
Okay,
look like, but that don't mean.
Would you look? Cause no matter what, if your wife clutch you, if your wife is staring you down, would you look? That's what I want to know.
No, not if my wife staring me down, bro. I wouldn't even go that route, bro. It wouldn't even be that. Because that's my first priority. I'm not going to disrespect my wife, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just not going to happen.
You got eyes, cuz. How is you disrespecting because you looking at an exquisite, beautiful woman?
It's a level of disrespect. That's who I'm with. And I'm up there staring at somebody else. I don't care if I got eyes or not. Your eyes can defile you. You know what I'm saying?
Digital, where are you? Call my cousin Bob. What's going on tonight, man? Are we men or mice? What's going on tonight? Because you wouldn't. If an exquisite, God made the color purple to be looked at. Because if an exquisitely beautiful woman walked in the room,
only got permission to look at one person. Only got permission to look at one person. And that's Beyonce. We already made up that. I mean, we already discussed that. So that's it. Yeah, I'm saying. Other than that, if she ain't on that level, she ain't worth looking at. She ain't worth getting in trouble for.
We got comments. We got comments over here. We can post some of the comments. Shout out to Stephanie Johnson over there on Facebook. She says, I don't do that to my husband.
Yeah, right.
So if a man that is above her husband's ranking walks in the room, she keeps her eyes to the ground too. So to all the married lame people out there shaming themselves on my show, I don't believe.
And then how do you figure that they're above our ranking? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here we go.
How do you figure that?
That's what I'm talking about. Huh?
How do you figure that they're above our ranking? Like above me.
Nah, cuz I mean, we're cousins, cuz I mean, on this list, it's appropriate for him to rank yourself. Okay. At the top of the eye load test is exquisite, drop dead gorgeous, a bad mfer, fine, attractive, okay and plain, needs a little help, busted and butt ugly. Where do you fit that in there, in your own opinion?
You said,
don't say because don't make me remove you.
I mean,
if you shame yourself 3 times on my show, I will remove you. You will be banned for. Cause keep it 100. Where do you fit? You tell the world where you fit on this list, bro.
I'm at the top, bro. Bottom line.
Oh, good Lord.
Look, if I'm exquisite public on your show, I'm at the top. I don't care. Ask my wife. I'm at the top. Period. So
help me out.
Like, we not blind.
Help me out.
But see,
help me out, Shay. Help me out. You not by putting yourself on somewhere that's not at the top, because I'm saying you're not putting yourself down. Just saying where. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I won't go with
where
that.
you at, bro? Where you at?
My cousin Fred said he has exquisite looks, y'all. That's so.
Right,
That is what
where
it is.
you at?
So what he supposed to put his
end of discussion.
So where you at, Cuzzo?
He supposed to have confidence in himself.
Look, I'm floating somewhere between a bad mfer and gorgeous.
You
floating.
You
floating somewhere in between those two.
You talking about you?
That's my everybody. I'm floating somewhere between.
But you supposed to be the sexiest
a
man
bad.
in Dallas.
Yes.
But you only.
No, but it's not an only. I'm floating somewhere between drop dead gorgeous and a bad mf'er. When I walk into a room, trust me, heads go like this. Trust me.
Arms, like dang, them some big old arms. I'm just saying.
So y'all got the 100 reel for me. All right. So we got some comments. We're gonna break this out. We're gonna break this down. We got cousin Spence. Did I send you a link? Let me get my cousin. Let me help get my cousin Spence off in here. Now I'm telling y'all right now, man. This is live and living color.
You know, looking never hurts. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Now I'm gonna just say this in a sense that the Bible says. The Bible says if you think on it.
You got the Bible out with Jesus. Jesus made that. You on the same alert. I need some more guests. My tell you,
bro,
you out for show. You didn't brought the Lord into it. Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, like there's things.
You gonna be the first family member I dropped from the show, y'all.
Oh my!
How you gonna put the Lord? The Lord made.
How you gonna hate on? How you gonna hate on Christ?
I'm talking about the Lord made her exquisite. So if she walk in the room, it's not her fault. She's exquisite.
Mean you gotta gawk and stare. For real, like she's some art, some piece of art on a wall or something. You don't gotta be like all up in her kitchen. Like, let her be. All drooling and stuff like that. You supposed to be between drop dead gorgeous and you drooling over somebody. What's up with that? Where my shame bag at?
Where is that? Where your plastic bag at?
Yeah, where my plastic bag at? I'm about to shame you, bro. You about to be shamed. This is my show now. You're gonna get shamed.
Hold on. Digital be rocking with me. That's what I'm talking about. Listen to this, everybody. Now that we got my cousin's opinion on the episode, he came on and said he never considered the eye low quality, right? So I'm not gonna ask my cousin because he already gave us his answer about himself, so we know his answer about his wife. But for people that did consider it or are willing to consider it, cuz what do you think is the best way to upgrade through the rankings? If somebody's like, Taibu Muad'Dib is right, I'm tired of these people that don't meet my eye low quality. I need to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? For 2023. It's coming, y'all. 90 days away, 2023. Is you going to be with the same person? The same person. And you know every time you in public with this person, you looking at other people. What's going on, cousin Spence?
What's going on, man?
Shout out to all the Pinkstons out there, man. Shout out to everybody in Wisconsin, man. Y'all get all the spotlight on the world. When they had Money Heist, everybody was looking at the Spaniards and over at Spain like, man, they got it cracking like that. Now the whole world looking at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, like shaking my head. What's going on in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now? Shout out to the 414. With respect to what happened back then, I was living in Pennsylvania at the time. I had just moved to Pittsburgh at the time in 91. But So I missed all that, but I had left in 91. So I don't know. He was doing it for a while. So I was kind of in Wisconsin when the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing jumped off, man. But shout out to all the victims and the victims' families still suffering that pain of their loss. We respect y'all. Wisconsin got issues. Shout out to Elite Cigar in Chicago, man. We appreciate y'all for joining us for the best podcast viewing experience. Join us over here on YouTube. It's Shay and Houston and I. We're gonna get it cracking, man. I just want to say, fellas, I'm trying to help the women out. I say this is my number, y'all. Okay, this is my percentage. I think that 85.9% of men wifed up, cuffed up, booed up, and in this committed relationship are dealing with somebody below their eye low quality. What do y'all think of that number?
I say roughly 63% of that.
Say it again.
I say roughly 63% of that.
63%. Cousin Spence said 63%.
Cuzzo, what I'm saying is, you're saying that guys by choice decided to go to go below their aloe, or maybe the guy in himself think he's above more than what he ought to think, and that's
here's the thing I've learned. I don't mean to cut you off, cuz here's the thing I learned, that most men do lower their standards to meet the woman that they with. Most men do. It's like we have a standard set for ourselves, and to get with a certain woman, we end up lowering it for some reason just to please them.
Shay?
And I do believe that to be true, because some of us, man, we do a whole lot of lowering of ourselves for some messed up reason.
So do we think less of ourselves, or is that we give up for what we want? Do we just give up looking?
No, it ain't about giving up what we want. It's just simple fact. We want to please that person that we want. Even though they may not be the standard that we looking for, we end up lowering it just to please them, to make them happy, but not make we forget that we got to make ourselves happy too in the process.
All right, so when we get into a relationship with them,
yeah,
that's not lowering our standards. After we get into the relationship, then we accept whatever they give us. Is that what you're saying?
That's because we choosing to accept that. We don't have to. We can say like, "Hey, I'm elevating my game. You can at least come up with that too."
Right.
Because you want to bring the best up out of them. If you choosing to settle for that, you got to make them better too. Because you just ain't gonna be just settling for whatever you want to settle with and ain't getting nothing up out of it in the long run.
Right.
Is this
so you hear that, cuz? So we don't lower our standards going into the relationship. Once we get in there, maybe we want more out of it.
But we know that in true perspectives, we do lower our standards to get with a certain female. We do lower our standards.
Why would we want to go for?
Are we talking about men or women?
If it's below our standards,
we're talking about either sex.
Us men do tend to lower our standards just to please a certain woman or try to get with a certain woman. Even though we have high standards that what we want before we get them, we end up lowering them just to please
the
that
bottom
one.
line here seems to be that everybody lowering their standards. It shouldn't be happening. I'm a genius, and if you're doing it, you a mess. I want you on my show. Ooh, I want you on the show.
But I'm
Stop.
No, but any man tends to do it. Even though we say, "I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that," I got.
Go ahead, Shay. What you gotta say? Because
how you just gonna mute
because he go. You go say what you gotta say.
But I'm saying men really do lower. I don't think it's men.
Okay, well then
I think women.
Go ahead, because you were listen to him. He's breaking it down. Okay. He's breaking. Cousin Spencer's breaking down why this thing, the phenomenon happens. Go ahead, finish now. Okay. I knew just she wasn't even hearing you. Go ahead, bro.
No, so we tend to lower our standards just to please that person we want to get with, and we do that. Like some y'all may not be at the standard that we even looking for, but we tend to lower it just to make y'all happy, not to make us happy in the long run. But it's just to make y'all happy. It's to please y'all, but y'all not seeing it that way.
So there's somebody said I think more women lower their standards than men.
No,
what you think about that, Shay? Is that anywhere? Do you feel like women be lowering their standards
all the time?
All the time?
All the time.
It depends on
if it's more women that lower them than guys do.
What makes you say that? Hold on. What makes you say that?
Whoa.
Evident.
How?
You try to
you gotta explain that one.
No, I'm saying more women want to.
Oh no, I gotta read.
We got a same bag on the girlfriend. We got a same bag alert.
I got a reason too.
More women want a guy to be at this certain point, and they feel that they can change them. So we actually do lower because we want to try to bring them up to where they need to be. That's what I don't know. But okay.
But most men are already either already at the level where we already at.
Where they at?
And then we still
no, you know what? They already say that a guy like my wife was telling my daughter to date older guys because there's nobody on her level, her age. You know,
never want to waste.
Can literally talk to, and that's doing something in life. You know, she matured way faster. And another thing is a woman lower her standards because there's not a lot of black men out here who's not in jail or doing something stupid. You know.
Okay, time out. I showed the statistics on a different episode. I got to go back and check it out. I debunked the theory that I grew up with that there was way more available women out here than there was men. Yeah. There are more men consensus than there are women in this country. As far as available, I don't know about that, but there are more men consensus-wise in the United States of America than there are women. So I'm just putting that out there.
More men, more black men than black women?
As far as like a person's vocational job or education level and stuff like that, that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. We're just talking about looks. There are a lot of beautiful broke women out there. Bust it. I'm talking about men. You can take care of a beautiful broke woman if you want to, but guess what? The city girls talking about if he holding, till he ain't, you know what I'm saying? So they're trying to break you and move on to the next one like locusts.
Yeah.
So if you think that you're gonna take care of a beautiful broke chick and she's gonna respect that and rock with you, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That I agree with.
So I don't get me wrong. I know plenty of beautiful broke women in every area code out there scheming on trying to get somebody to take care of them because they broke, because they lazy. Now, if you get you a woman that's okay or plain, attractive, possibly fine, and she hardworking, she dedicated, and she put it in your life, I think that men who prefer an exquisite woman or a drop dead gorgeous woman or a bad mfer, men who look at these women, I think that they will eschew chasing them and cling to, like Cousin Spencer saying, cling to a woman that's below their eye low quality because of what she's doing with her life and how she treats them. That's why, as I was going through the demonstration, it says, be in a relationship, use that as a springboard to go up, holler at people much higher than who you normally attract, boss up your level of material wealth, or none of the above. As long as they treat you right, you're willing to stay in your lane and even go lower in the rankings if necessary to find that special someone. So now to the panel, I got my cousin Fred, my cousin Spencer. and my girlfriend. To the panel, if D is the right answer, I want to ask all of you. Let's just assume D is the right answer. Who do you think chooses D more, men or women?
Man,
D is I rock with you. I'm willing to go even below the rankings that I'm at if necessary to find that special someone.
Women.
men
Cause
do, men do, and that's the
What
reason
in your
why.
dreams,
cause
sir?
cousin Fred, hold on, y'all said cousin Fred. What do you think?
Yo, I'm saying it's women.
Okay.
They go below.
See, that's what
They
I'm
go,
talking about.
they speak
Okay,
from the
I'm gonna break this down. Will a woman take a broke man to bring him up to be rich? Because you don't see no
Yes,
rich woman. You don't
we
see
do
no rich
it
woman.
all the time.
You don't see no rich woman out there
All
going to
the
grab a broke
time.
dude. No. I'm being honest. You don't see no rich woman out there going to grab them up a broke dude. Say, I'm gonna bring you up like this. It's always a rich man that got to go out and grab a poor woman to bring her up, right?
Okay, are we talking
So
about rich people? Or are we
no,
talking about
I'm
people
just in
on our
general because
level?
you can't say that y'all do that because men will lower their standards to go out and get a broke woman to bring
But
her up.
I'm
But
saying,
it
are
won't
we
happen. It
talking
won't happen the
about?
same way. It will not happen the same way if a rich woman go out and get them a broke man because she gonna want to go out and find her a rich man. So they do not settle for anything below their
Are we
standards.
talking about celebrities? Are we
No, I
talking
ain't talking about
about
celebrities. They could
people
be anybody. They
in
could
our
be anybody who
area?
that could be anybody who have any type of
I don't
like any type of
know.
wealth.
You've been watching too many movies. You've been watching too
No,
many
it ain't
movies.
watching no movies. This is real life. I'm giving facts.
yo.
I think
Okay.
people. I think
So
people.
look.
I think
Let me
people I
just
went to go
let me.
deliver to.
Look,
They spouses about straight ugly,
yo,
straight ugly. But they got the money to take care of that
They
ugly
probably
woman.
wasn't when they first got with them.
no,
After they had them
I'm gonna
kids,
tell you this.
All right, time out. I get one time out. I ain't gonna mute nobody, but I get one time out. Cousin Fred, what we gonna say real quick before I go?
No, I was gonna say, like, just for my wife, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like, I checked every boxes. I was coming from a place like below standard. She had her bachelor's, she was doing her thing. I had to start, and we was kicking it like, when I didn't have none of that. I had to go through the ranks to get up to the masters to really take control. But the bottom line is, it was tough, but she was right there. She was making the money, doing the thing, you know. But I didn't. But I'm a man, that didn't sit right with me. So I'm gonna go above and beyond. She got her bachelor's, I'll get my master's, and do it like that, and I'll take care of her, and she don't gotta take care of me. So it's I don't that's why I don't subscribe to that notion. I know that men are never they don't mature as fast as women a lot of times. That's been historic throughout our existence, and I know everybody on here heard of that, that men take a little bit longer to mature, while they're 21, they're like 25 and we're 21 type mentality.
We got Shay here. She has two segments, the right or wrong segment. Okay, she wants to do the right or wrong segment. But let me just run through these. Being in a relationship and using that as a springboard does work, people. It does work. It's hurtful, and you guys shouldn't do it. It's hurtful. It's hurtful, and you shouldn't do it. Don't, especially with our sisters, fellas. Don't make our sisters stepping stones. Unless you're gonna be honest with them. Don't make our sisters stepping stones on your way up to find somebody, to get somebody to bag somebody that meets your load test. A is definitely not the way I would say go, but it does work, people. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. It does work. B, Holler at the persons of interest much higher than who you normally attract. Oh, late entry. Aunt Les is in the house, baby. Welcome to YouTube. Aunt Les front and center. Y'all don't know Aunt Les like I know Aunt Les, but shout out to Vermont. Where you live at, Aunt Les? Tell me again.
I live in Delaware.
Delaware, where nothing happens, but we have a president from Delaware. We never knew Delaware existed. Delaware is the only state in the union that nothing ever happens. There's never a news headline that goes across the screen. It's just in Delaware, 2 killed by a police officer.
No, that has happened.
Nothing happens in Delaware.
You gotta check out forensic files.
Except for Aunt Les. Aunt Les, you're the only thing happening in Delaware we're talking about. Coming on the show. So look, I'm going through this, Aunt Les. I'm gonna get your opinion. All right. So B, holler at persons of interest much higher than who you normally attract. I think that works only for people who boss themselves up with their level of material wealth. Mm-hmm. Please don't embarrass yourself by hollering at people more than you normally attract without bossing the level of material wealth. It's embarrassing. You're creepy. Don't do it. And we all know about the dope fiend in the club hollering at all the fine chicks. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Or the drunk busted, chick. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's auntie grabbing all the young men trying to get them to dance with them. We all seen it happen. Don't do it. Get yourself together. And so C, I think that C is how you do it these days in a very shallow self-centered narcissistic society. C is the right answer. If you want to upgrade, take time to boss yourself up, get your level of material wealth together, do some traveling, whatever the case may be. That's how you upgrade, because it doesn't involve stepping on somebody, hurting somebody. It is what it is. All right. Okay. So now D is the safest answer. I always give y'all a safe answer. So D is the safest answer. All right. None of the above. As long as they treat you right. People, don't eschew being treated right for somebody like me. Shallow, narcissistic, and beautiful. All right. Don't put yourself through it. Let me go ahead and holler at Aunt Les. Aunt Les, what do you think about the low quality conversation? Is it something that you considered? How do you think it plays a factor in your dating relationships and whatever you want to say? Go ahead, break it down.
It plays a huge factor because I totally agree with it. Men are like that. That's how men are. And to the gentleman that says that they lower their standards because they do it to make the woman happy, that's only part of the reason. A lot of it is because they're basically want a woman to service their needs, someone to clean, cook, and just keep the stick wet. And it's like something like a courtesan or a concubine. They're not necessarily the dream woman, but men's needs or their needs is top priority. So they're going to make sure that gets serviced.
I have to disagree on that because some men could cook, clean, do a lot as well. So we sometimes don't technically need y'all for a lot of things. If we do need service, like you said, keep the stick wet, we could pretty much nail any woman for that matter. We don't need just for that. So
really? Okay, so if that's the case, then why even go out and have relationships with these women? If that's the case, why not? If a man wants to have until you find the right woman.
We technically want to go out to find the right one that will actually complete us. We just don't. But when we feel like this person may be okay to us, it's not like an okay situation. Like, okay, you might feel a connection to this person. Okay, I want to see where this might go. So if they might not be at the standard I want, so I'm gonna just lower it a little bit so I ain't making it too high, so I don't either push her off or scare her away, or to make her feel like she inadequate to me.
Really?
Yes.
So you don't think that? So if y'all don't need us for anything, I mean, because eventually it seems to me like you'll wind up becoming very tired because that person doesn't reach your expectation. That sounds like wasting just a lot of time.
It's not even wasting time, because you can A, have the person elevate with you. B, if they don't elevate with you, you can just cut them loose. It's just simple as that. That some things are just cut and dry, or you don't have to make it go any further than it needs to go. If you don't feel like it's never going to work, you just move on.
So I want to say, Aunt Les, you from a different generation, cuz you from a different generation. Y'all two different generations, right?
Yeah, so, probably. He sounds younger.
So when you were young, Aunt Les, do you think the eye load test played a factor in why your ex-husband got with you?
Yes, I think it did.
So you was a bad MFer back in the day, huh? Go ahead and tell it, on there. Go ahead and tell it.
I think when
you got married, where was you at on the list? Let me look.
Well, even to this day, even though I'm a big woman, I still get the heads follow me even to this day. I just because I'm a big woman, but my thing is, are they sincere? Because sometimes we have, kind of how can I say it? We kind of have perceptions because of discussions like this about people. So, back in the day,
your ex-husband locked you down because you was a bad MFer. He didn't want you going nowhere, huh? He wanted you on the lock and key, huh?
But here's the thing: I know women who are exquisite and drop dead gorgeous, but it doesn't mean that their husbands are going to treat them any better. I know plenty of gorgeous women who have gotten left.
Probably because that woman was exquisite. He left her for. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Shay got the right or wrong segment, but we have a new late entry. Please be on time to my show, folks. 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Shay, would you please shame him for me, Shay? Because the thing was that it wasn't going through. That's what it was. I was trying to get it on time. It just didn't go anywhere until last minute.
My
don't ever get a always get a chance to pop in.
African girl magic in here. We got dark skin in the house. Finally, we got dark skin in the house. What's going on, cuz? What's going on with you? Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks. I'm not because I want to get to Shay's segment, so I'm not even going to be long. But okay. I do agree with what Cousin Fred said and what Shay said. I understand, sir. I think it's really based off of your personal experience. So your personal experience may have been that you have leveled down for as the looks of a female to appease her or whatever. But I feel like that's your personal experience. So I'm not going to say you're wrong. That might be what you experienced in your life, like legit. But from me having nothing but brothers and just my experience, oftentimes it is the woman that is leveling down to bring them up. And I feel like it's just like Shay said, I want to say 80% of women have a savior complex. It's just in our nature. So we do think that we can get with a man and build him up. And I tell you, recently in conversations with different sorors and stuff like that, a lot of females now are in a position of they don't want to build a bear situation. They don't want to have to build a man up. But that's what we have done in the past, where y'all aren't on our level mentally, emotionally. Y'all might got the physical part of it, but educational wise, you're just not there. But we see potential in you. So we invest our time, efforts, money, resources, whatever, to bring you up to what we see your potential to be. And so that's my experience and the people that I'm around, watching different ones build cousins, brothers, in my building men up as well. And so I just think, I'm not going to say you're wrong, sir, but I think my experience and what I've seen with people around me, it's more the women who are taking the opportunity because we're nurturers. We're trying to nurture you to be that better man. We see that you can be a better man. And so oftentimes we're reaching down, and not always is it looks though. I feel like we're all reaching down. It's like that dude is fine, and he's broke, and he ain't got no education, and he ain't got no
cousin Shamai. Okay, I got two things I want to say before that cousin Spencer go.
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin Sasanke is at the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. It's her freshman year, so make sure you reach out to her.
For sure. Send me your cash app.
Make sure you reach out to her and stay in tune with her, because you know how big of a deal it was for her to meet you and my aunt and see sisters just as very dark as her doing it big. Second, just because you're a girl don't mean I'm going to treat you any different. So these are the ILO test ratings. Do you think you are A, exquisite, 2, drop dead gorgeous, 3, a bad MFer, 4, fine, 5, attractive, 6, okay or plain, 7, need a little help, 8, busted, or 9, but ugly? Where do you fit in that
Those
hierarchy?
are a lot of numbers. Like, I don't even know. Like, I lost track after 4.
Right. You ain't lose track. You know when you fell. You know when you fall in. I can go through them again.
To be completely honest, I do think I'm a bad MFer. Why?
Okay, I'm gonna go just the top down. At the top,
I'm a bad MFer. MFer.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm a bad MFer, hands down, and that's physical, that's mental, that's my grind, my spiritual, everything about me is a bad MFer. So I got you on that.
Okay,
I'm a bad MFer.
Cousin Spencer, what was your rebuttal to Cousin Shamai's come on the show?
The thing about y'all saying y'all said is just because y'all want to go out and find broken, weak men, so y'all can do that too. Y'all do. I'm gonna be honest about that because I'm gonna be honest about that because
Wisconsin in the house representing.
I seen too many of that because y'all always say, "Oh, I want to go out. I want me a real man," but y'all don't want to go out and find a real man because y'all actually afraid to.
Not it.
Yes, it is true. Yes, it is true. Yes, it is true because
I'm not saying it's not true for everybody, but that's definitely not my story. Definitely.
Because y'all say y'all go out. The men y'all search for, y'all want to build up is men that are either already broken or they just true failures in life, and then y'all be trying to build them up and bring them up, and they still don't work out. And then y'all wasting invested time into something when you can actually
go out. You're my family. That's how I know you're my people.
You can actually go out and find you a real good man.
Y'all open up. Virtual high five. Can I get a virtual high five there, Cousin Spencer?
Y'all go out and find.
Did I just give you my story?
I think somebody had said it. It's slim pickings. Like,
ain't no slim pickings. Y'all just choose to find. Y'all choose to just because y'all don't want to look for nothing. Y'all want to try to find an easy route out too.
So what's your excuse? Because you said you finding a busted female. So what's your excuse?
Say what?
Did you not say earlier in the show that you kind of was like finding females that you had to like lower your standards to? So what's your situation then?
No, I said if I lower my standards, like basically right when how I put it as is that every man that chooses to lower their standards to meet the woman to make that woman happy, which they technically do. It ain't got about. It ain't got to. It ain't based off looks. Right now, I'm single because I'm not lowering my standards for nobody.
Good job.
And I don't.
Okay. And on that note, we will transition over to the screen share. Give me 1 second, everybody. We're gonna screen share this thing out.
This is interesting, yo.
We're gonna look at
interesting conversation.
We're gonna look at this. This is what it looks like over here. Right or wrong second. What's the time frame?
You gotta put out a poll, bro.
Okay, so this is segment today. They're talking about relationship rules. We have B. Simone and Rory and Maul. They're like some YouTubers that just came out, but they're talking about relationship rules, and we're gonna see what they say. And do you feel that the guy that they're asking is right or wrong?
Handicap man, relax. That's what you hitchhiking. You fucking call. You relax.
But seriously, like, no, you're not talking to. So you would be totally fine with your girl getting a call from a guy
at 2 a.m.
At 2 a.m.
Hassling with him, like.
Yeah, you keep changing the scenario.
Okay, midnight.
At 2 a.m. A 2 a.m. call from a nigga. Okay.
It's crazy. It's the anxiety, especially if you're by your nigga. It's like, what does this nigga want? Hey, I'm on your speaker. I'm my nigga. Yes.
Okay, I've called a purely platonic woman at 2 a.m. before that's been in a relationship and it's been okay.
What are y'all talking about?
Maybe I ran into something funny like this. Same thing you would do with your male friend. Like that's an actual friend. What would be the difference?
Does she have a boyfriend?
Yeah. Who I know. It was like,
Okay, that's different.
oh wait, no, y'all others males like that. See, right. I gotta let me know.
Either you're not emotionally. Right. No, you definitely have to have a relationship.
But what is the issue at the time of that?
Okay, so do y'all feel that Rory, which is the white guy, is he right that your friends, not the same sex, can call you at 12 or 2 o'clock in the morning and your significant other one will be okay with it?
No, we don't play that.
No,
It could be the same. It could be the same sex person. Like, don't call me at no 2 o'clock in the morning unless it's an emergency.
I know that's right.
that's just something super important that you need to call me for at that early at 2 o'clock in the morning. You better be dying.
I mean, my phone does go off sometimes in the middle of the night, but that's because I'm a funeral director. I own my own funeral home, so that is because somebody died.
Well, you got an excuse.
Nobody's just ringing my phone. That's disrespectful on so many levels.
I get angry at people call me at that early in the morning. Unless you my parents calling me for something important that happened, I ain't gonna pick up.
Don't do that.
Hey, Cousin Fred, is it okay for somebody to call your wife at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, hell no. I mean, not like,
No.
I'm talking about like, I'll be all over her shoulder. Who that?
That part.
I'm saying, even if you knew the person, and they just had to tell her.
No, not if it's a guy. There's no way a guy's calling you 2 in the morning for no reason.
That's some sneaky stuff.
No, we're not. Now I'm suspect. Now I'm looking at him crazy.
Well, now hold on, now, everybody. Hold on now. I saw the European dude ask them all, like, "Oh, y'all don't know the friends of your significant other?" See, that's when it gets dicey. So she's already, or he's already out of bounds by having a friend that your significant other doesn't know about. If y'all close and tight like that, and I find out 8 months or a year and a half into relationship how tight y'all really been this whole time, then that's the issue. So I think that made a big difference. You know what I'm saying? If I know this is a good friend of yours, and he called at 12 o'clock in the morning or something like that, he just broke up with his girl, or he went to jail, or his kid got hurt in an accident. You know what I'm saying? I know they friends. I'm gonna let it ride. I ain't gonna lie. Because
Those are all virgin.
Hold on. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Because I knew up front. The problem exists when this is now a new situation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a 2 a.m. or a 12 midnight call from somebody. And I'm just now finding out how tight y'all is because I gotta listen to the conversation. I ain't gonna just grab the phone, domestic violence. What up, y'all? I ain't gonna just grab the phone and hang it up. I gotta ride it out. You know what I'm saying? But I think the relationship would come to a fast end if I'm just now finding out you this close with this guy that you just haven't taken this call and I never do nothing about it. That would be the end of our relationship. I don't care how close we were. So the bottom line is, I think the European dude was pretty much correct. If you know going in that this person is a friend and you already accepted that, you know, if that friend, I mean, my friend, don't get me wrong, you're in a relationship, but you already know. So it's like, if I reach out and call, yeah, it should be something important. They're going to be like, man, guess what happened the other day? But it's probably going to be something important. I would let them chop it up. I would let them chop it up because at the end of the day, if I really love Shay, and she already told me about a guy friend that she had, I'm not willing to lose the opportunity to be with her because she has guy friend. I'm insecure like that. That's on me. She don't need to be with me anyway. If I'm finding out in the relationship 6 months, 8 months, 12 months into relationship, about these guy friends you just can't let go of. You have to be on, you have sex and stuff like that. That's different. That's a whole different conversation. But if I accepted it going in and one of them called at an hour I'm thinking it's kind of weird, I gotta let the conversation play out. She might get on the phone and be like, man, you know, he's stranded on the 360. Can we go help him, babe? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a bad crash. The person might need some help. Like, I've already said that we a friend. We gotta go do it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go get that done. I support that. Period.
So if y'all are in the same room and a call came in, y'all might be up watching TV. Not even TV, talking, and the call came in, and you seen who called. He's like, I'm gonna just take this to the bathroom. Is that okay with you?
She's gonna take it in the bathroom.
Yeah, she's gonna take the call in the bathroom. It's like I'm gonna just get up.
Look. I'm gonna be 100 with you. If I've already accepted that this is a friend that I've said I'm cool with that. Thanks for telling me, babe, up front. You know what I'm saying? We have a love relationship. If she say that, hell yeah, I'm cool with it. I don't want to stop watching the damn show. Shoot, I respect it. I don't want to turn it up, go in the bathroom, hurry up and I ain't gonna stop it. Hold on, wait for conversation. You better hurry up and get back when you missed this.
No, man, y'all could just be having a talk.
Nah, I appreciate, and you know what? Don't go to the bathroom. Go downstairs and make some popcorn because I'm hungry because the diamond smack.
Exactly.
She's saying that because I found out in the relationship about male friends of hers. So that's why she's saying that's a different conversation. She didn't come to me like, Type, I want to be with you, but I know this guy from high school, and this guy used to date, but me and him broke up long like 10 years ago. We still friends though. You know, I love his kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing like that. A guy called at midnight. Luckily, she told me about the guy calling her at work that day. Otherwise, it would be just Taibu who would be sitting right here, probably from a different Airbnb again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 100 with y'all, you know. So she cleaned that up. So when he called at midnight, you know, she went ahead, locked me, scrubbed him out the phone. Like, she's finding out. This is because it's my show, Star Show. It's my show, but they ask a question. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't get nothing to hide. Do I have something to hide? I gotta hide something on my show. So the bottom line is, I'm telling you, I love my woman enough to where I'm giving her time to acclimate to what my needs are. I learned that from my cousin Fred. That's why I'm glad he's a panel member. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, fellas, if you love somebody, you gotta be the one to take one for the team. This has been doing this for decades. If I gotta be the one to be like, man, you bogus, but I ain't going nowhere because I love you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta clean that up.
I had my number for 12 plus years, so that's a whole nother.
And like I said, she said something that day. If she wouldn't have said nothing that day, and the call came out 12 minutes, I'm telling y'all. But I'll be fuck y'all. I had to leave her because she called. Shit. Gotta have that cutout switch, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep on 100, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that she notified me, let me know. I think she knew dude was gonna be on some dirt, you know what I'm saying? And she valued our relationship, so we got past that. But I'm telling y'all fellas right now, Cousin Shema, I don't know if you saw the show. Mom Liz, I don't know if you saw the show, but I already said if my girl cheat on me, I'm not going nowhere.
But I'm not.
I already said that. We have to be. What I'm saying is.
But that don't go my way though. You cheat, I'm out of here.
Okay, well, fine. That's fine.
And no, that's what we talked about though.
That means I have control of my relationship then. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you saying that.
No, that's what look. Taibu, that's what we talked about.
I control my relationship. If she say that makes it easy for me. You know, shoot. You know, if I can keep her, if I just don't cheat, I'm happy with what I got. So yeah, I mean,
so that's what we talked about, where it was in the sense that, you know, that's non-traditional. You know, for Taibu to say like, I invested all my
Taibu. Everybody say it together. Taibu Muad'Dib. It's a beautiful sound.
Cuzzo
I just want to put it out there. I don't want nobody to misquote that. All right. It's Taibu. Taibu means joyous person in Swahili or joyous occasion, depending on how you use it in the language. All right. Taibu.
I ain't even going to say it again.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to just say Cuzzo.
I'm a little sensitive tonight about my name. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. No doubt. But we talked about that, and your ways is non-traditional in my sense, about investing time, energy. As long as she come home to you, you feel like you won. Regardless what she do out there, she come home to you, you the winner.
Let's debate that, cousin Shamaya, Aunt Les, cousin Special. Let's debate that. How can it be non-traditional for a man to say that she cook, clean, she pay bills with me, that, you know what I'm saying, that we don't have any children together, not yet anywhere, whatever the case may be, but I'm just saying though, we've come together, we've been together for the better part of a year. Like, so if whether she's drunk or she feels insecure or she has flashbacks or she gets depressed, I don't know what's going on with her. But if some guy has one night of enjoyment with her, or a couple of moments, I can't say a whole night, a couple moments of enjoyment with her, like I'm supposed to throw all that away? If she comes back and she says, man, look, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking, I don't know what I was doing, you know what I'm saying, I love y'all, I'm sorry, I messed up at that point, whatever, whatnot. I'm supposed to do?
Put me in, coach, put me in.
Pack up and just hit it on her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that is very non-traditional for men. Yes, it is.
Go ahead, Cuzzo. What was you gonna say?
The men gonna be like,
so for me, and I've been in relationships. Yeah, I do agree with the whole. I feel like people throw away relationships, marriages. I wouldn't want to say marriage because I think marriage it hits a little different. Too easy. You know what I mean? Things happen. But what I want to say to that is, and we all know it. Men, when y'all cheat, it normally is on some physical, like, oh yeah, she was bad, I just smashed real quick, whatever. But when women treat, it's because it's a little bit more of an emotional tap, meaning it might not and probably ain't the only time. So I appreciate where you say you wouldn't walk away from your wife or your girlfriend, but 9 times out of 10, when a woman cheats, it's more emotional than it is physical. Meaning that person grabbed up her heart a little bit. There's a little bit some type of emotional tag there. So walking away might not be as easy as it is for a man to have just smashed somebody and slid to the side. That's just my opinion. Don't kill me. It's my opinion though. I just think it's a little bit harder for a woman to walk away from a man than.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because we don't just go throwing the guts to everybody. I mean, a real woman wouldn't just go throwing the guts to anybody. So if you get the guts, it's because there's something we done tied a little emotionally like that there. And so now you've been welcomed in to my interstate.
Hey,
I agree with that.
Nowadays, women ain't even got no emotional attachment. They fight worse than the men. They just have to be giving it up.
In and out, I can't hear him. Say it again for me. I'm sorry.
The women nowadays, they just out here just giving it up. They don't even got an emotional attachment.
Those ain't the real women. Them is the smut buckets. There's a difference.
In my case, but in my case,
there's a difference.
But in my case, I say, if you go out there, I'm not the one leaving. You get out. You get the hell out.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna pray for y'all.
I'm not leaving. No, you get up out of here. If you do it once, you do it again, and I ain't got time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Jay got the green light. Okay, B.
Got the hard pass.
Once you do that,
you got a hard pass. You got a hard pass, bro. You said it on air, so we all know she got a hard pass.
Hard pass.
Ain't no hard passes.
You said it.
So if you supposed to be loyal to somebody, you supposed to have that. You supposed to keep it that way. I get angry at some of my guys. Let me
say it like this. Let me say it like this. I believe that the way forward for us as a people is to look back. So if you look at from a tribal scenario, if a different village invades our village, say while the men's out hunting, it's just the women and the children. They run off with the women and the children. Now we got to come back and go get women and children back, right? Say I'm successful with getting my mine back, right? And she says they rape me, this and this and that. What am I supposed to do? Like disown her, just discard her, or whatever, whatnot. Like not.
Now, we know there's a difference, cuz.
Yeah, come on,
somebody taking it and then somebody giving it.
Hold on. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is whatever she does when I'm not around, if this guy is successful in conquering that part of her, that physical part, if he had conquered her emotionally, she's coming back and she's saying, hey, Taibu, you know, I don't think it's going to work out because I've fallen for somebody else, whatever. That's a different scenario. You know what I'm saying? That's a different scenario. She's found something with somebody else. That's a different scenario. If my woman comes home
that could be after multiple of interactions. That's the thing. She could keep coming home and you would never know until it's over. Like I feel like
okay, but look,
too, though, because of the kids, because of the house, because all the time. But they're getting with. I did a book called "There's Freedom in Rejection," right? So the sooner that she lets me know she's for another man and not for me, the better for me. Absolutely. I'm free to go find and be with who I'm supposed to be with. Right? The person that's for me is gonna know I'm the one. It's not gonna be any confusion or any of that. The woman that's for me, she's gonna know I'm the one. I don't have to convince her of that. You see what I'm saying? When I show up, well, my cousin Shamaya, you know, Tori, he said it. He said it best. He said when a real man shows up, a female that's buck wild or whatever, whatnot, or untamed, whatever, her spirit's gonna calm down when a real man shows up. I've only been conscious for 7 years, but I'm a confirmed genius. And I know as I continue to elevate, that what comes down with that is my level of growth is I still have to be willing to take one for this thing. What happens in this household, I have to be willing to lay down on the wire so that they make it. You know what I'm saying? When I talked about this on the show, Cousin Fred, if you don't remember, I said Hollywood has done one thing right. It has convinced European men to do whatever they gotta do to hold on to that European lady. And I referenced King Kong. Miss my mom, love my mom. She thought it was hilarious, just one part of King Kong, but I got it with African women goes through here in this country. In the King Kong movie, before that they really got fancy Godzilla and all that. The last King Kong movie they made that was modern. I'll look it up. I'll get you the link. The captain of the ship, after they saw King Kong, he ran off with the blonde lady. He said, "Well, back to the ship." The one European guy said, "What about Miss, so and so?" The man took his hat off. Everybody took their hats off. We're gonna say a word for Miss So and So. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't care. It was out of there. The one European dude was like, "No, we can't leave. I paid my fare. I'm not. Y'all can't leave without me." And I said, he stirred them up. You know what I'm saying? How come we as African men ain't going that hard for our sisters?
Bro, that was one.
So y'all can call me non-traditional all y'all want to. Y'all can call me a non-traditional all y'all want to.
The other one was like,
I don't believe my cousin Fred when he said I'm non-traditional because he been there for 23 years. And I told him just the other week, I said, Cousin Fred, if you tell me you would die for your wife, her cheating one time or a bunch of times you just finding out ain't gonna stop you from being.
Bro,
that third time, cuz you gotta get banned for a week. You gotta say something. You gotta say something. Don't let it be crickets now. I got the ban. Don't let it be crickets now. she a cheat, and that's it.
Bro, that's not the same thing. I can still love her from a distance.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, that's a tough one.
If you will lose your life to make sure she's good, what's a little humiliation and a little insecure, a little pain for a little while? You'll get over it.
Talking about commitment. Once
she wasn't a virgin when you met her. She wasn't a virgin when you met her.
Once you in a relationship, you're committed. You know, I will never be able to trust that when she, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be micromanaging, looking at the phone and trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's just too much. That's
you ain't giving up 23 years. Cousin Spencer, would you give up 23 years if you found your wife cheated?
Say it again.
Would you give up 23 years with your wife you found she cheated?
Depends how long she's been cheating. That's the problem.
Because what? I didn't hear him.
It depends on how long.
Shemai, would you give up 23 years?
He said it depends on how
he was cheating.
I honestly, because I've experienced this, was in for 10 years, found out there was some infidelity going on, and I tried to say, but when you try to make a fool out of me and make that anybody can mess up one time. It's when you make it a habit. Okay. When you make it a habit, then you're making a fool out of me, and I no longer need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. You can make one mistake. Anybody can make a mistake. I'll forgive you for a mistake. But when you make it a habit, bruh.
Okay, and you ain't saying this just to make it a habit. So are we gonna be on my show tonight? I'll go viral if y'all get the wrong answer. So are the African men not as strong emotionally as African
they're
women?
not.
I can't.
Oh no, they're not.
I can't. They're not. I can't accept that.
Nah. Definitely not.
Chitty chitty bang bang behind.
No, I'm with
Y'all are not built the same. Y'all are not built the same.
I don't think it happened one time. I wouldn't think it happened one time. I would be thinking our relationship is doomed already. You know, regardless from a home, because that emotional attachment. I wouldn't think it happened one time.
Aside from the act of imagination, because 23 years, I don't know.
Then that means that she could have been creeping out like 10 years.
Saying,
she can't tell me
you cheat. I'm handcuffing you to the radiator like Black Snake Moan. You ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be sliding your meal to you. I'm gonna be sliding your meal to the sheriff. I'm gonna be like, Sheriff,
not a meal, not sliding a meal.
She got that sick woman today. I'm saying she ain't going nowhere. Y'all better know
living like that. Once that's no, we're not. But like I said, women are different. I know many women who have been cheated on and stuck it around, but they flipped that script on the man, and the man was like, "Oh my god!" Like they fall all apart. I just returned the favor. Anything you can do, I can do better. And then now you mad and you distraught and you don't know what to do with your life. Like y'all are not built the same. Emotionally, men are not built the same. Y'all carry the weight because y'all got muscles or whatnot. But when it comes to mental and y'all little feelings get hurt, oh no. The game is switched up. And Cousin Fred is basically saying that. He's saying mentally he would not be able to take that. His mind would be playing tricks on him every day, all day.
And I can't live like that, bro. You're trapped. You're like prison in your crib.
I was married for years, and I stuck out as long as I could. Literally.
Well, you know, look, cousin.
And then at the end of all of it, she wound up leaving me for somebody else.
Cousin Shemai, you was the last one on, so it's a last on, first off scenario.
Okay.
So why don't you talk to the people about your business? Put it in the comment section so they can know about your business. We're conglomerating. Muad'Dib Global means that in 2023 we're going to begin building a global African financial ecosystem for our people. I don't know why it hasn't been done before, but I'm going to get this thing done. And so I want everybody to know about my cousin's business out there in the 412 and everywhere else. If you are going through some suffering and some pain and loss of a loved one, you definitely need to tap in. Go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, so I have my own funeral home. I have two funeral homes, one in Pittsburgh and one in Erie, Pennsylvania. Looking to expand for sure, but I ain't gonna bite off more than I can chew. I've only been open for 2 years. We give affordable funeral services to everyone in need. We are specializing in having compassion, serving with excellence and integrity. That's not often what I've seen in this industry, and I'm trying to give Pennsylvania a better look at what funeral services are supposed to be like. And on to that, I also have a t-shirt company. It is to inspire, encourage, and challenge us to be better and do better. It's called Make It, Manage It, Multiply It. I'll put it in the chat. Just some inspirational things for entrepreneurs to wear, people of faith to wear, and people in long distance relationships, because that is myself. That's pretty much it. Thank you. And I don't know how to sound off. I think I just pushed stop cam.
Hey,
I enjoyed the comments tonight.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, man. My cousin Shabbat is one of a kind, man. That's my people, cuz I'm gonna be dealing with this low quality thing all week. Tomorrow is True Love Tuesday for the Lovebirds, and we're gonna talk about true love and how the low quality has either helped it or hurt it. All right, so y'all welcome back tomorrow night at 7:30, man. Central Standard Time to start time, because we are highly appreciate you. Aunt Liz out there in Della nowhere. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Della
you know what? That's
nowhere.
okay. That's okay.
Break it down for us, Aunt Liz. What you got going on? I know you got your little fundraiser going on. What's going on with you?
Yes, I have had difficulty navigating the social services here. That's what we get for putting the Delaware in office. Now the whole nation is feeling the wrath of Delaware. But anyway, what I do is that on IG, follow me at aunt_lez.43. I work in the arts. I'm an artist. I'm also selling perfume oils, jewelry. And also, if you are in Delaware, pretty soon I will be doing a dinner drive to help raise money for homelessness. I've had issues with housing, and also my son is going through issues. And, if nobody should be hungry, nobody should be homeless. And this is a huge project that I want to let people know. This is not just about giving people money to get a house. This is about coming up with a development of efficiency studio housing.
I appreciate you, Aunt Les, and you're right. If people shouldn't be hungry, they definitely shouldn't be homeless. I'm thinking about ways to bring up the homeless. I know somebody in Wisconsin that has some ideals. I just really want to see all of our people get behind our people on these endeavors. 2023 is going to be a big year. The conglomeration jumps off. Everybody get involved in it. I want to make sure that we're all coming together. Thank you so much. Shout out to Delaware. I know Eric code is probably 000 because it's nowhere.
Yeah.
You got nothing but love for you on that. Take any time, you know it. All right. Cousin Spence, my man, with the plan. I respect the fact that you speak your mind no matter who's on the show, no matter what's going on, right? Because your experience are your own. You let your story be heard, your voice be heard. You're a solid dude. What do you think about how I'm bringing out this week the whole ILO testing thing? Do you think it's relevant in the conversation in dating today? What do you think about that?
It is relevant. In most cases, it's relevant. But a lot of people ain't basing it off. Most people ain't basing it off of looks. Basing it off, like you said, financial stability and other things.
I respect the fact that you feel like men lower their standards more than women. It's pretty crazy to me that women don't realize that they have opportunities. I had a show about that too, about women have opportunities with guys they really ain't got no business being with because they offer so much of themselves. You know what I'm saying? I think guys don't offer as much of themselves as women do. But women have that over us. So I respect you saying that. They wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Women, Shemaya kind of said it at the end there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When it came to emotional strength and stuff like that. Women, y'all just more open to offering more of yourselves up front. You know what I'm saying? Than men are. So y'all have that over us. Men kind of hold their stuff to their chest. They ain't trying to open up like that. So y'all do get that opportunity to date, men that are really, up. You know what I'm saying? Like looking like, okay, this is where my upgrades coming from. Okay, bam. I want to say that I respect that you stuck to your guns. You're welcome on, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get some more votes on here after this show. So we gonna see what folks have to say about this ILO quality test. I'm gonna have a different spin on it tomorrow. I'm gonna post that later on tonight. Got nothing but love for you, man. Shout out to the Mill Willie, man. The world eyes is on Milwaukee. So y'all get it together out there, man. All right.
They need to.
All right. Peace out. All right. Cousin Fred.
What up?
The Rock. The man that won't give his woman another chance if she cheats.
Bro.
So we hope the thing doesn't happen, man, because Fred, he gone with the quickness. Like the road runner, it'll be stuff flying in the background. Fred be out of there.
I wonder how we can talk through that, though. That's my thing. How do you get over something like that?
You just accept it for what it is. Like this is, I mean, cousin Shemaya said it best. People make mistakes. A mistake doesn't. When we use the word mistake, it always sounds small, right? Like I spilt the milk on the table. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes an honest mistake can be cheating, can be having sex with somebody. You caught up in the moment. You feel like you feel a connection. I'm telling you right now, I'm going through a thing with Shay right now because I know that it's a fine line between being cool with somebody and whoops, all of a sudden, and you feel something and where should we go with this? You know what I'm saying? Develops into something and it goes all that way. And then at the end of the day, he get what he wanted. He didn't bust this little thing, whatever, off. And she's like, man, what about Taibu? You know what I'm saying? Or what about Fred? You know what I'm saying? Now all these thoughts come in like, man, and now first the probably try to adjust it. I know Shay, she probably be like, well, you doing it too. That's probably the first thing I cheated, but you probably doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Probably what she would say. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to go through a process of self-recrimination. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's gonna be tough enough for them. It's my job to let her know that, when I said I'm with you, being a man of my word, like I have to be willing to accept all your bad with your good. You know what I'm saying? And if you treat me good on a daily basis every day and you was up to something or whatever the case may be, and that went that far, if you still want to be with me, then I'm going to see that on a daily basis. I have to accept it for what it is. And I'm going to see you making that up to me on a daily basis. I'm not going to put you. I'm not going to be like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you better do this. Like, it's like, nah, I'm hurt. I'm just gonna see, it might be a while before I'm physical with you, maybe a week, maybe a month, I don't know. It'll be a while before I want to touch you again, but I'm not going anywhere. We have to work that out. We have to rebuild that intimacy that we have. You get energy away somewhere, we have to rebuild that. But after 23 years, after 1 year, it shouldn't be that hard to rebuild that. We know why we're together. We know what we have. And, me personally, I'm just saying the bottom line is, yes, I feel like I'll win if she comes home and she wants to make it work. How she goes about breaking that thing off. I mean, the guy or the chick that's the outlier, that's the person on the outside, they want more than just one time. So to your point about wondering how much it was, it doesn't matter how much it was until I find out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if she's willing to cut it off for me, that person is despondent, and we're rebuilding, reconstructing. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I just feel like it can happen, and it shouldn't even be about the talking. It should be about the action. She has to go about through a process that I'm watching disconnect. I want to see that disconnect message. How are you going to message that person? I cheated on my husband with you. I cheated on my boyfriend with you, and it was wrong for me to do it. I'm not going to disrespect you. You're a decent person, but I'm going to cut off communication. I'm going to work on this situation here. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. Once I see that, I know what that person's feeling. That person was on the come up. They thought they had him won. You know what I'm saying? I post and I talk about my girlfriend right now so well that if she does cheat with a guy, he going to think I came up. Fam was, she was behind Fam, standing behind him. He's trying to come up. So if she want to cut that off and stay with me, then I'm knowing how that it's going to hurt him way more than I'm hurt by her cheating, because he thought it was coming up. And the same with yours. Your wife got a degree. She's doing well. She can make good money. You know what I'm saying? So he looking at her like she's a come up. So if you shoot her to him, then you know what I'm saying. I think that after all that time you spent with him, like, I don't know. I see it. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't match for me. So I just think it's all about the action. What would they do in that situation if they cheated? Like, how would they start rebuilding the intimacy with us, or whatever the case may be? It wouldn't be on us. All we got to do is just be solid and be there. You know what I'm saying? For better or for worse. That's what you said. I know it's a tough proposition, but if it gets bad like that, is what it is.
I hear
so
you.
We got to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? We have to be prepared. Like, I got to be prepared for anything. If and when I get married again, I got to be prepared for anything for that marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the kind of person. My dad been married 5 times. He with his 5th wife right now. It's just racked up like that. He's 60, but still. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like that's for me. If I marry somebody, I have to be prepared for all that. If she's still in love with somebody, like my ex-wife, if she wants to love somebody, whatever the case may be, if she just goes into a deep depression, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? If she goes through a sickness or an ailment, I got to take care of her. If she's not non-ambulatory, whatever the case, I got to be prepared for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I will and expect the right off from the sunset relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I never thought of it that way, because that's just not something like I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? That cheat is cheat. It's like, because you still as the person, the outlier, you still got to go through the mental anguish of wondering, is this happening at any time? Are you going to, like, follow her to, she got to be home at a certain time? There's so many different rules that just end up, you got to have in place as a safeguard.
One thing that helped me change, and this is for all of you across the globe that watch the show and will watch the show. I'm on my way up. I have to consider I play a part in her cheating. I have to consider that. If I don't consider that, then that might have been why she cheated in the first place. If I'm not willing to consider Shay going without and needing whatever it is from another man, if I don't consider that as a part of it, you know what I'm saying, then that's not even being realistic in a mutual situation, in a relationship where we bonded. If not by word commitment, by something deeper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be mad about it, and I know you would. I'm gonna be mad about it without question. I'm gonna go outside and break some dishes, or you know what I'm saying, like kick a hole in the door. I'm just saying I'm gonna be mad about it. I'll go to the gym and work out, or I'll move out for a while. Whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But
what's going to stop you from stepping out, though? Yeah, I'm saying, like what's going to keep you from being faithful? And
so the relationship has to have, solidarity. And if I have to show her what it means, look, leadership is on me. So if I have to show her what it really means to be committed to our relationship by staying solid, since I've been with Shay before we even started cohabitating, that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So
let's check this out. So it takes two for anything to happen in a relationship. Right. It takes two.
Right.
So if a divorce happened, it was on both of y'all, even though you might not have been the person to step out.
Right.
There's things that you might not have done in that relationship to make, like to make my wife, maybe I never took her out, or never did certain things, or I'm just slacking, or whatever. I'm not trying to contribute or anything that she might have been saying over and over again, that caused her maybe,
or you could just or you could have just wasn't on top of it. Like some women feel like if a man doesn't show a certain amount of jealousy, that he must be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Or he just doesn't care. You see what I'm saying? So I have to moderate that. I have to let her, I have to let mine know I'm not comfortable with X, Y, and Z. So that gives her, the impression that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if she's like, well, me and my coworkers is going out for dinner tomorrow. You're like, oh, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't check and nip it in the bud, you know what I'm saying? She might feel like, well, he must have been stepping out for a while if he let me go out with a bunch of guys after work to drink. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So, I mean, it could be something as simple as that. Like, the trust thing can go too far if you're not really paying it. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm basically saying.
You would have to pay attention. But if y'all ain't talking about it, how do you know? And then instead of the person just thinking on their own, like, he don't care, he ain't into me like that, and I step out because dude's showing me more interest.
Yeah, because look, we know women need validation, constant attention from a man to a woman. If you go a year being tied up into a business deal or trying to get a newer degree, or you know what I'm saying, if it turns into a year, you don't even realize it. It's been like 6 months and you haven't really, like you haven't really done anything romantic, and it's a guy at the job and he like always talking romantical to her or saying nice, cool things, or, keeping it fresh with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm saying these things can happen. It's not, there are people.
But how do you deal with that? Because if you don't know it, you still ain't going to change.
So what I'm saying is that's how the mistake happens. I'm just giving you the recipe for a mistake. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
She was thinking that you didn't care about her, or you was doing it too because you wasn't saying nothing. You think I'm just showing my wife some trust. She trusts me, I trust her. You see what I'm saying? So miscommunication ended up in a mistake. So when that comes out, I didn't think you cared about me no more, Fred. Of course I care. Why you ain't saying nothing? I'm always up with my coworkers because I'm busy on this new deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this next position. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that you wanted me to sweat you or to show distrust. You see what I'm saying? Now it's a big misunderstanding. Now what do you do?
But that comes out after the intercourse. Usually.
Right.
And so you be like, all right, I'll start showing. And now that you did that, I'm supposed to start showing you all that I didn't show you.
I think when you really love somebody and if you really mean to be with them, you just can't have people don't have a rainbow in the sun and a pot of gold mentality about relationships. It gets gritty, it gets dirty, things happen. If you mean to be with somebody, if you're fickle about it, it's not even take that much for you to break up with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, fellas, African men, let's be more solid for our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Let's let them make monumental, huge mistakes and still be there for them. I want that kind of love. If she comes back to me, she's gonna love me in a greater way. Now you throw the Bible in it. Throw the Bible in it now, Fred. Come on, throw the Bible in now. If I forgive a man for 5 talents and another man for 10 talents and another man for 100 talents, who's gonna love me more?
Bro, my man, I got you.
My dude, My dude. True Love Tuesday. Maybe we'll get his wife on it.
All right, peace out, bro.
Maybe we'll get your wife on here. True Love Tuesday. I'm gonna get a couple on here for True Love Tuesday. We're gonna get to the bottom. We're gonna show some of y'all people having some issues how to get it done right. Y'all definitely doing it right, cuz. Respect that.
All
right, we out.
What a show.
Man, my cousin Spencer is something else. But y'all be, we lowering our standards to please y'all. Like, it really didn't make much sense to me. Like, why would you want to please somebody below your eye level quality anyway? That's why I kind of wanted to say that, but he was running this so hard. Like, cousin Spencer, why would you want to attract or spend a lot of time with or try to please somebody beneath your eye level quality? So I was a little bit hazy on that. Maybe it become because it was a lot going on, and I was trying to figure it out, and the show ended before I got a chance to. But that's something now. What'd you think about that, though?
You're gonna have to come back and tell why he said that.
Because y'all was on him. Women do it. Women better have it. Women be lifting men up. My cousin was like, he could be busted, broke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was over there. You should have gave her a digital high five.
It's not all about looks either. You could be fine and broke. So just because you fine don't mean you got everything together. But it's late, so we'll convene tomorrow.
That's the show. That's the show, everybody. Tune in tomorrow, 7:30 for True Love Tuesday. We're going to find out, does the ILO test help true love or hurt it? Tune in.
Bye.